In the summer of 2025, a 67-year-old thinker named Lev Goukassian received a terminal cancer diagnosis. He sat in a sunlit California apartment, watching his remaining time become a finite, measurable resource. By August, he made the calculation to stop his chemotherapy treatments. 2008 financial crisis destroyed his personal stability. He watched his home and savings evaporate in weeks, a victim of a collapse that few understood in real time. As he analyzed the wreckage, he realized that the crisis was the result of system architecture. The software running the global economy was designed to execute trades at high speeds, even when no stable or safe choice existed. This flaw is built into binary logic. As this diagram shows, standard computation collapses every decision into two states: proceed as a 1 or halt as a 0. The system is designed for speed, but lacks vocabulary for hesitation. We are now scaling this same foundation into modern artificial intelligence. We are giving machines decisions with planetary reach, while using an architecture that cannot handle uncertainty. When a system is unable to express doubt, it operates on a hallucination of certainty. In high-stakes environments, this architectural blind spot creates a vulnerability that becomes harder to manage as the systems become more powerful. Lev worked from a solitary desk, but his methodology relied on a massive coordinated effort. He orchestrated what he called an AI symphony. He ran advanced language models like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini in parallel, using their combined processing power to stress test his ideas. He pitted these artificial intelligences against one another. He instructed them to audit each other's logic and expose hidden flaws. If one system proposed a solution too quickly, he prompted another to find the reason why that solution might fail. Lev acted as a conductor. He ensured that the raw technological output of these models adhered to the specific requirements of his governance framework. This framework suggests the future of intelligence relies on coordinated cognition, where multiple systems are held accountable to a shared set of human-defined rules. The result of this work is ternary moral logic, or TML. It is an architectural framework that restructures the way an AI makes a decision. This diagram shows the central innovation, the sacred pause. TML introduces a mandatory third computational lane between proceeding and halting. When the system encounters a moral conflict, the data token is physically intercepted and held. This is a hardware-level constraint. If the system is uncertain, it enters a state where the physical voltage levels in the circuit prevent the execution signal from passing through. The system cannot proceed until the uncertainty is resolved. During this pause, the system must generate a cryptographic audit trail. Lev's rule was no log equals no action. The AI physically cannot execute a command unless it first commits a permanent record to the ledger for human review. This architecture provides a mechanism to prevent financial algorithms from issuing unlawful debt notices, or to stop autonomous military systems from engaging a target without oversight. TML moves ethical restraint from a policy manual directly into the hardware. It makes a system's ability to act dependent on its ability to deliberate. Lev's architecture does not claim to prevent every possible failure. It is a tool for governance, not a guarantee of perfection. Its power lies in traceability. When a system fails, TMLM ensures that the evidence is immutable and the responsibility is clear. It removes the ability for a system to hide its logic inside a black box. This project raises a question about Lev's final months. Why spend the end of a life building an AI governance standard? Lev followed a principle he called the burden of knowing. Once you clearly identify a catastrophic vulnerability, you inherit the responsibility to address it. For Lev, foresight was a gift until the moment he saw the potential consequences. At that point, it became an obligation to act. Lev released the entire framework as open-source documentation. He stripped away personal ownership and licensing fees to ensure the system could be adopted by anyone without corporate interference. He designed TML to survive his own death. He focused on building a framework that was robust enough to be picked up and managed by strangers long after he was gone. Lev acted as a builder who completed a bridge. The responsibility now shifts to the institutions, who must decide whether they will cross it. He left a final thought. The heaviest knowledge is not knowing the answer. It is knowing the cost of asking too late. His legacy is defined by stewardship. He provided the tools for the future to protect itself, ensuring that his work would remain useful even when his own voice fell silent.